Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of AJ aka Pieface Science Yo. Today we're going to be talking about the solar eclipse that's coming up on August 21st, 2017. Sorry, the enthusiasm probably wasn't needed to that extent. But anyway, today we're going to talk about how to stay safe during the eclipse, what an eclipse is, and the difference between a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. That's not all, though. Let the rest be a surprise to you. Solar eclipse is when the sun and moon line up so that the moon obscures a part of the sun's light from part of the earth. So in the middle of the day, the temperature is going to drop, everything will become dark, and a bunch of nocturnal creatures will probably come out. And one with this path of totality doesn't happen very often. My dad saw one when he was 9, and he's 47 now, so you can probably calculate that yourself.
Now from New York, here is correspondent Frank Reynolds.
Good morning. This is indeed a special events broadcast of a genuine special event. The last total eclipse of the sun over the continent this century. The moon is moving between the sun and the earth.
And I'm 8 now, so my next one will be when I'm 46.
United States and central Canada.
You're much more likely to see a lunar eclipse in your lifetime than you are a solar eclipse. What happens during a solar eclipse is the sun and moon line up so that the moon is obscuring the sun's light from the earth, meaning it's just blocking out the light on a certain part of the earth. That part, where it's totally blocked out, is called the path of totality. The path of totality is a range that starts in Oregon and ends all the way down in the south. There are many places to see a total solar eclipse, and if you get the chance, you should go see it. Because solar eclipses are really, really just amazing. Lunar eclipses can last for easily an hour and over that. The maximum time frame for one of those is about an hour and 40 minutes. But the maximum time frame for a solar eclipse is only 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And that 2 minutes and 40 seconds can be the most important moments of your life if you really like solar eclipses. The penumbra is the place where the eclipse is only partial. The umbra is the place where the eclipse is total. Eclipses actually happen once every 18 months. There are a lot of them happening, but they're not all in the same place. Some could be in Africa, just as some could be in Europe, and some could be in North America, just as some could be in Australia. And you'd think that since it takes the moon about 29.5 days to get around the Earth in a full rotation, so you'd think we'd have a solar eclipse once every month. But we don't, and here's why. It's because the orbit is actually off by 5 degrees. So then why do we have solar eclipses at all? Well, it's because there are these things called nodes. And every time the moon is making a rotation and passes into one of them, an eclipse happens. Eclipses are very different from a normal day. In the middle of the day, the temperature starts to drop, everything becomes dark, and nocturnal animals come out. It's exactly like the nighttime, except it's still day. It will remain like this for a short time only, but that short time is an amazing time. Eye safety is very important during this time. There are things called eclipse viewers. They look like this. They're very important because if you don't have them, you can damage your retinas permanently. You can be blinded very, very easily. You stare up there for 1 second without these glasses on except during totality, you can be blinded permanently, and you won't know until about the next day when you start seeing spots or can't see at all. There are also things called indirect viewers. You can make your own, or you can buy one online. Make sure that you witness this because you probably won't witness another for another 38 years.